Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the holiday edition of Playing from the Tips here at beautiful Harbor Hills Country Club. I'm with the head teaching pro, as always, Tom Lineberger, the head PGA teaching pro here at Harbor Hills. And as you can see, we've got the poinsettia well in place, and the holidays are with us. And we'll make an announcement. This will be our final show for the year, for those of you that follow us on the website. We appreciate that and appreciate all your hits. And we will be back with some great guests for you. We've had some great guests in the last couple months, but we're going to keep them coming after the first of the year. But so as we wrap up, Tom, how about an overview on what's going on here at Harbor Hills?
We've got, can you hear me? We've got a ladies' charity event that our ladies run. And that's Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. We still got a few openings in it. The monies that they raised go to local charities. One of them I know is Abused Women in Lake County.
Wow.
That they help support. They hand make about 30 baskets with all types of gifts that they give off after the round. They have a big dinner afterwards. And then we have a drawing for a wine at your house. Party of 12, 2 of those in a drawing. Then they've got a variety of other gifts. It's a 4-person scramble. You can make your own team up. There's different flights in it. It's $70 for the day. It includes the dinner, golf, range balls, dinner, prizes. And like I said, part of that money in the air entry fee is going to take care of that, and part of this money that they use for the raffle is going to. They've been doing it since 1989. They get behind it. The ladies actually go to people's houses, and they get custom wicker baskets, and then they go shopping, and then they put a cosmetic basket, and then they do travel baskets.
Different themes.
Yeah,
different theme baskets, yeah. Sure.
And so that's, if you want to get involved in that, give us a call at the Pro Shop. Right now, we've actually got 29 teams signed up already.
Wow. So, and you're saying it's $70 a person?
$70 a person.
Well, you can't, you know what? I've spent more than $70 to play some lousy rounds of golf at courses that weren't very good. What a special value it is for $70. And what I can't think of a more deserving charity, than any type of a battered woman type thing, because that to me is just, and people always amaze me, especially golfers, because I've never seen a more generous group when they decide to get around and, push something and rally around it. So I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great cause. We donate, the Pro Shop and the Harbor Hills staff, we donate some gifts for the event, close to the pin prizes. We'll do I'll go out in 16 and hit a shot for each group and try to help them out. So I get a chance to PR with everybody, which is a lot of fun.
And then I can go out in 17 and hit a shot, and everybody's got to recover from that. So there's the little difference there. No, that's not going to happen. Don't worry. I want to get more people playing. I don't want to get people turned away. Don't worry. I'm not going to be golfing.
Sure they have a beverage cart out there in the afternoon.
I can push the beverage cart.
The Christmas beverage cart, Santa.
I'll be there. I can put the hat on and ho-ho.
Santa's sleigh will be out there.
I'll put a red nose on, and we'll appropriately.
So we going back a little bit, we had Bill Holbrook from Cobra.
Right, I remember Bill.
Bill was here a few weeks ago. We had Cobra Demo Day out here today. So
that's fabulous.
Yeah, that was a 4-hour on the driving range. You could hit all the new products. It was pretty full on the range. We stayed busy all day with that. That went real well. They have the Chambly's clubs that are all one size. We had some people trying those out. It seemed like the hot products were that recoil shaft that we were talking about, how nice that shaft was, with the oversized head that they come out with. Your long irons ball comes off of that real well. And their hybrids are really nice. For a player that has a tendency to hook them, the way these are set and balanced, they really stay straight, which is nice.
That's fantastic. In fact, I want to interject. If you've never been to a demo day, you don't know what you're missing. I mean, here's your chance to try all the latest and the newest technology and some of the clubs. And, I mean, these clubs, whether you're going to buy one or not is not the issue. You got to see what everybody's talking about and what's trying. That's state-of-the-art stuff. And, good grief, you get a chance to hit a few balls with it and see how it feels for you. But there's no risk to it at all. You just come out and give it a hit. I mean, you can't beat it.
We've got some of the clubs here at Harbor Hills, some of the Cobra stuff. So if you want to try it, you can.
Yeah.
The golf shop is in the ho-ho spirit right now. We've got custom wrapping.
Oh, boy.
Anything that you want to purchase, we'll gift wrap it for you. We have a promotion on the Srixon balls, the Mr. 58.
Srixon, sure.
So
Heck yeah.
they have a promotion on that. You get 6 golf balls for $5.09 right now.
How can you beat that?
You can't beat
My
that.
gosh.
So they sent us some
stocking stuffer.
stocking
Can you say
stuffers.
stocking stuffer there? My gosh.
So we do have that. We've got a bunch of new shirts. We met with FootJoy today, and next week we should get our shipment in. We got a bunch of new shirts coming in from FootJoy, which will be nice to have. They're coming in. We've got new products coming in from Adidas and Ashworth are coming in. We've got some winter products coming in the next week, so they'll be there. So come by.
My
Get a chance,
gosh.
come say hello. Golf course is in great shape.
You can't
Come
pass
play
it
at the
up.
shop.
And now this is golf weather here, folks. You can't. You're not gonna come in and feel like you're so hot you can't walk. It's perfect. This is just what you want. So come in, take advantage of the weather, take advantage of the beautiful course, take advantage of the deals that Tom's got in the pro shop, and some of them sound pretty doggone good to me. And what makes a better Christmas gift for a loved one or a buddy who's a golfer than you get some of these great, get a club, get some golf balls, get some shirts. Good grief! I mean, that's they're going to be appreciated. And they're going to love them. So
We have the Redeemer putter that Buddy Sheldon had. We've got about 10 of those in the shop. We've got a demo in that. So if you want to take it out on the course and play, all you have to do is sign out for it. Play 18 holes, see if you like it. We've sold a bunch of them so far. The putter sells itself.
fantastic. I think it does. It's a great putter.
Yeah, it's it's going to turn the ball over if you have a tendency to eliminate that skid factor you get on a lot of putting.
Yeah.
So that's been good. We got all the winter products out. We've got the hand warmers and the scarves and that are all out. And today, it was a chilly 87 today. So we were selling more sunblock than anything else. So welcome to Florida.
Welcome to Florida. December 1st, it's only going to be 82 tomorrow, I think.
It's chilly. I was kidding get some of the people outside when I drove around checking the course. I said, do you want me to get you a sweater or a jacket or anything? So
Get the cart, but no, I mean, so you can't beat that. But you also tell me about how did things go? You had that one event where the hole-in-one thing
it's still going.
Okay.
The Eagle Watch is still going. We have they have the solar camera. It's on hole number 8, runs all day. And one of the things that they did do, which was a change, you had to do it online. Sign up online. It's like $5 or $10 to play. You can put more in that. It's like a bank for you.
Yeah.
And then whatever course you go to and play that has it, you just type that course in and say, hey, I want to use that golf course. So if you put $20 in, $5 each for here
That's
or
slick.
another golf course.
I
It's
like
nice.
that. That's really nice.
But for the individuals that are challenged with a computer age, they're somewhat that way. I'm not a wizard yet. So that's we have like a kiosk in the golf shop now that we have a separate table that you can walk over. You don't have to go through all the apps, and you can just swipe your card and pick, hey, I want $5, put your Visa card in there on hole number 8 today, or whatever amount you want to put in, and then you're in. That's it. So they made it a lot easier if you come out here and play. You don't have to use the app on the phone. You can also use just the kiosk that we have.
Well, they make it so easy for you. Good grief. I mean, that's fantastic.
And the pot right now is they're splitting it for 2 winners right now. I think was $5,575.
2 winners, really?
2 winners.
Okay. Any breakthrough shots or anything to talk?
I didn't get the results on that, but I know that it rolls. They get depending on how many people get in, it fluctuates. I think the lowest I've seen it is 5,000. The most I've seen it is 10,000. So.
Woo.
And then if you hit it, they have a special flag stick out there. If you hit it inside the flag stick, you bet $10. I think it's $250. If you hit it inside of 2 feet, there's a different ways you can win.
I'll tell you what, but you can't pass that up. So participate. I mean, that's fantastic. I love that. I think that's fantastic. But okay, and I was talking. Do you have any more events? I know your buddy's got something going. Any other tournaments or demos coming up after the first that you've got?
Well, this is the other one.
Oh yeah, you got this. Look at this.
This is brand new. Just came
Get
out.
that over the poinsettia so they can see that. There you
See it
go.
over. This is the contour glove. We just got these in. We got to get them through our inventory tomorrow, but they'll be available. This is their new glove. So this is their FootJoy new glove. We got it in every size on it, but here's you kind of feel it's that Cabretta leather, kind of soft. It's supposed to be a little bit more durable.
Well, naturally, I'm going to say, wow, this feels fantastic. But the fact of the matter is, I don't play with a glove now, but I used to, and I'll tell you what, this is. I think this is the way to go. I love this.
Yeah, it's not going to. The price point's not bad either. It's going to be about $15.
Oh, that's nothing. I was thinking you're going to say 20, 25. No. $15 for a golf club, one that's going to last you a while, provided you don't lose it by putting it, tying it around your putter and driving around the golf course. That always drives me crazy. I find more golf clubs.
And we also have the Doug Sanders collection. So here's the Spectrum. They've had this one out, but these are all the different types of glove that you can order. So let's say, Bob, you love purple. You're a Minnesota Vikings fan.
Yeah.
Men's and ladies, you can tell they have all the different styles on it. You got to order 3 of the gloves, whatever color you like. So we can custom order any color you like. It kind of like your hats. People like their shirt, like with your outfit, they'd want that blue-colored hat to match it. So you might get the blue-colored glove to match your outfit here. And so he sent me
accessorize. You got to accessorize.
So this is this is the
Look
ladies.
at this.
It's purple, and it's made out of a material out here that doesn't bleed. So I know that was a question that people had before, as that it would bleed onto their
onto the skin.
But this is made out of material that will not bleed. So ladies, you don't have to worry about that. Comes in about 15 colors maybe, so you can match your outfits up.
So that's even more suggestions.
And if you're playing bad, and sometimes how golfers get peaks and valleys, every golfer does.
Sure.
They have the camouflage glove, so if you're in the woods, and tried to cover all aspects.
I'll tell you what, there's even more stocking stuffer suggestions. Well, I'll tell you what, we're done with the first round. We've already gotten through we're over with the first round here from playing from the tips. But Tom and I'll be back with the second round, and we'll talk about what's going on the tour, what's going on with Tiger, and we got a whole lot of other things to talk about. We'll be back right after this. Well, yeah, welcome back.
So, Mark, you're on. We have the first ever Playing from the Tips 666 World Challenge for Lake County. And
we're excited about it.
We're inviting Mark Duchesne, the president of the Lady Lake Chamber, to be the lead spokesman in this event. This is an honor, I know.
The only reason I would do it, of course, is that Tom Weinberger, who is the best pro in the area of will be there.
So,
Not to be considered otherwise.
So I'll pay you later for that remark, okay? But we'll give you a holler on it, and we're going to report back to the audience on who wins this event. I know it's a prestigious award.
It's all up to you on the date, too. We're all going to
figure out the day.
Whenever you're available, we will change our schedules.
So we're gonna do. You'll get a different partner every 6 holes, and we'll play for the Precious Cup that's getting custom designed right now. We'll bring it back to the show when it gets done.
You have to pass it around. $1,000
You know what Trevino says? Bet for 10 when you only have 5.
I can only play if there's something on the line, otherwise I just wouldn't venture. If there's something on the line, then I have to make.
Well, Mark said you need to go to the range right now and start practicing because he doesn't want to be carrying you. Greg says he don't want to carry you the whole time. All right, partner. All right, we're signing off. I'll give you a call, and we'll tell the audience how it goes. This is our last show before the holidays, so when we come back, we'll tell the audience how the championship went. Well, you can't. We were in the Christmas spirit when we called it the 666. That's what Bob said. Something wrong with that name.
That's right. It's the spirit. I understood.
All right. Keep smiling, partner. We look
Yes,
forward to seeing you.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. So that's our challenge. We've got the
Oh,
big
look,
challenge.
I
the
like it.
666.
666.
Every
That's
six
the
holes
way
we
to
have
go
a new team. And
Are we
we'll
going to
find
do it
out
with
how-
handicap, or are we going to do it?
No, it's mono on mono.
All right,
So
I like
you
that.
You
I
have
like
to you have to man up.
Is it 1 or 2 points a hole?
So we'll play. We can do the format to sign. What do you think's a fair format, Bob, for this event?
Best ball.
Best ball, match play.
Yeah.
So we'll go hole by hole. So if
Yeah.
you go, all right, there we go.
That's what I think.
So we're gonna go hole by hole match play, and then we'll draw for the partners, and then we'll figure out. We'll get the prestigious cup, and we'll bring the cup back in January, and we'll do a presentation.
You have to,
We'll
you have to
kinda go
carry it
from there.
around.
So that should be fun.
I love it.
Now getting back to some other serious topics that we've got going on. I've got these. We can cover some of these before we go on our go to the halftime.
Okay.
This was Golf Digest. I got this earlier in the week. It was sent to me. The 10 most annoying things the average golfer does.
Let's hear. Should I give you a drum roll?
Drum roll.
All right.
Number one, have you ever heard of the person that brags about how good they are on every shot? That was one of the top things that they said. Oh, I hit this shot so good. I'm so good.
Can I let me interject, because one of my guys I used to play all the time with, this drove me crazy. He would have a tough shot, and he would examine it and go, "This is impossible. Nobody can get this close. This is ridiculous." Then if he hits it half decent, you have to like heap garlands on him. Like, yeah, oh my gosh, that was a great shot. Yeah. He would build it up so it was like no human being could hit it on the green. And if he got it on the green, then you have to say, wow, that was really, really a great shot.
The tour players, they're really bad about that on TV.
Is that right?
Oh, when they miss the green, there's no way that you can get it up and down. From
Oh,
there
well,
over the
the
bump.
announcers.
Oh,
don't.
the announcers. They,
Well, that's
then
what I
he
mean.
hits it,
He
almost holds
can't.
it.
This is impossible. He'll never get this. If he can move this, I'll be a.
I think Spieth, when he was winning all the opens and stuff, there's a few times ago he's in jail.
Yeah,
And
if
then
he
chip it
he
and
gets this
pull it
within
out.
25 feet, he'll be lucky, and he's 5 feet away. Yeah.
The second one, the 10 most annoying things was, I thought was cheating. That people they can't count.
Pure and simple. That's I like the guys that improve their lie all the time. No matter they hit it under a tree, they still go over and they give it a little, nobody could expect me to hit it because there might be roots there. I said, well, that's where you hit it. Yeah. So I'm always amazed. But cheating, wow,
Cheating.
I'm sure that still plays a big part in a lot of people's scores.
The rule that I see get broke a lot is, and we can mention this, it's where the ball last cross the margin of the hazard.
Oh, yeah, nobody wants
all the
to.
time. So if this is the water hazard here, and you hit your ball here, and it lands up here in the water,
You got to go
have
back
to
there.
drop back here.
You don't get to go up here.
Everybody drives their cart all the way to the front and goes, "My ball landed right here in the water."
They're
No,
looking for
rule is,
they're looking for the drop area up
Yeah.
there. That's not
they're
where you're
looking
going
for
to
where it
sit.
splashed. It's where it last crossed the
That's
margin of the
exactly
hazard. And the 2 club link rule, it's like more like 2 car links or bus loads.
Everybody and people like purposely, bring their oversized drivers or their 14th club so they can bring
Yeah.
it out just for the, But I'm always amazed. You're right though. There's no question. The point of entry when you
That
cross
one's
the
broke a
hazard, that
lot.
one nobody has ever paid attention to that one that I played with.
The other one that, advice is another one that's broke a lot. Hey, what club did you hit? Oh, 5-iron. You can't.
That's
ask for
cheating.
advice. It's
You
cheating.
can't
Under
ask.
the rules, you can't do that. That's another one that's broke a lot.
But you get a lot of people that say, "Hey, this isn't the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to play." Yeah, but you're still cheating,
Yeah.
frankly.
This one we have at our club a little bit is that playing from the wrong set of tees. That you're a 5 handicapper and you play from the front tees or the way up front, or you're the opposite. We have it here where you're a 40 handicapper and
You're playing from the tips.
You're playing from the tips. And then you hit, like on 10, you're hitting the clubhouse and people are walking across the street. The dogs are wearing helmets. So there's both ways. You have the good player trying to play too short, and then you have the player that thinks he's really good and trying to go, I want to play the championship set of tees.
I like the guys that move the tee marker. They walk up and they go, I'm just going to put this over here. They didn't like the teeing area, so they take one of the tee markers that you have to hit between, and they move it over there and give themselves a little room. They're not doing anything wrong. So it's okay. I didn't know that was
I got a good story
an option.
On this one. Not yelling for.
Not yelling for.
Not yelling for. You hit into somebody, you don't yell at them. Ball lands, hits their cart, it hits them, bounces near them. I can remember I grew up in upstate New York, and we used to play. I was like 14, and I played with the men's group, and they did the skins game and all that.
Sure, yeah.
So we walked. In New York State, we always walked. So 11th hole, Durand Eastman Golf Club. My uncle's by the green. This guy hits a shot. Bounces and hits him like in the back or hits his bag that he's pulling. So he looks, and the guy didn't say anything. So he goes all the way back, picks his ball up, or goes all the way back to the guy. And I'm walking back with him because I think I don't want to get in a fight, you know.
It's never good when the guy's walking back with the ball.
But I still remember what he did. He was an Irishman, short. He built like Arnold Palmer, Eddie Noakes. So he walks all the way back. The kid must have been 25, 28 years old. And he goes, hey, why didn't you yell for? He goes, the young guy said, I didn't think I could hit that far. He goes, well, you're supposed to yell for. And he goes, oh, I'll do it. I promise I'll do it next time. He takes his ball and he tees it up and he whacks it back towards the tee ground. He goes, now go get your ball. He turned around and walked in the other direction.
I was going to say, I've seen guys do that many times. If
all the way back.
They feel somebody's hit the ball into them, they quietly tee it up and just smack it.
But he walked all the way back in front of him, teed it up, and then hit it back towards the tee box. So I thought that was funny.
I like that.
This one is kind of golf. This is Golf Digest now. Stealing playing balls from your partner.
Stealing balls.
I guess it'd be like in the cart, like you know.
How do you do that?
They put extra balls in the cart, and then you.
Oh, you mean they put some guys rack like 6 balls in a row.
So I guess it's a complaint they have that they put the extra balls in the rack, and then.
Well, I think you're stupid if you're putting all your unused balls in a rack on the cart. I
hadn't even thought of that.
Put the chewed up noodles or whatever you got. Anything you have to use.
Stealing the balls from your playing partner. So you're stealing the balls out of the cart, the extra balls that they put in the cart. So that's you lose a golf ball, and instead of going in your bag, you just take one of your
take the guy that has the club. I like that.
That would be annoying. I don't have the guts to do that.
I wanted to go back to the just briefly to the saying for because I do know I got hit with a drive and got hit one about 240 yards and it caught me, and I only heard the full. I mean, because the sound. You gotta scream early because the sound doesn't travel. Right. The ball travels faster than the 4 sound, so you might get the 4 out right before you get conked. So I don't know but if you hit the minute you hit one in the air towards people, I'd let them know. Although I played with one guy, said, "What if they run into it?" I said, "Then they get hit, I guess." But the fact is, let them know it's coming so they can at least cover what they need to cover.
Like we at Harbor Hills, there's a few holes. Though I would say the out here, there's not a lot of blind shots, but 15, 14 is uphill.
So you can't tell if anybody's up there.
You can't tell, really. So
is there a bell or something you can ring?
No, but when you get there, I tell a lot of people, when I go and play that hole, I'll drive up to the top of the hill just to see if you're a long hitter, then you just want to make sure that.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to conk somebody.
If you don't hit it that far and can't get up the hill,
then you have to worry about it.
But if you hit the ball long off the tee, so I'll drive up and just look, because once you get over the hill, you can't really see them. And I don't want to bop somebody on the head.
No, that's the last thing you want.
So I try to drive up, and a lot of playing partners that I play with go, if they haven't played that hole with me before, they go, "What are you doing?" I go, "Well, I want to make sure that they're out of the way, because they disappear over the hill."
Any blind shot you got to be careful about. Yeah,
so
no question.
I have played some courses that do have a bell though.
Yeah, I have too.
That they have.
Annoying with ding ding. That means now you can hit your second shot.
So the next one is spending too much time searching for your lost golf ball.
That is my number one of all time. Guys hit it, and then it's like they turn into Lewis and Clark. they go in, and then it becomes, well, I'm not looking for my
Sherlock
ball now.
Holmes.
I'm just looking for a ball that I can, it's like a lose one, gain one type of thing. And I thought, okay, so you lose a Pro V, and now you're going to come out with a Gannon 3 or whatever it's called. I thought, well, geez, but you know what? You have to bite the bullet. You hit it in the woods, take a minute, look for it, and then
Yeah,
put
the
it to
rules
bed.
of golf are 5 minutes. If you can't find it in 5 minutes,
Well,
you got to give up.
I guarantee you, if you hit it
Not
way
5
in,
weeks.
yeah, if you hit it way in there, you know.
5
I
minutes
tell
is
you,
a long time.
5
You get
minutes
5
is a
minutes.
long time to look for a ball. In fact, that's too far. If you hit it that far in the woods,
Well, then
you're gonna get poison ivy. Don't go in there. Don't go in.
here's one Disney has it on one of their courses, and I played there. I don't know who we were playing with, but we hit the ball in the woods, like you said, he hit it like miles into the woods. So we walk in this woods, and we're trudging through the woods at Disney. We walk up to this hole or in the woods, and there's a tombstone about this tall, and it goes, "You're 65 yards from the middle of the fairway." It points that way. I thought that was a classic. I gotta give Walt Disney credit for that one. He had a big sign.
I love it.
65 yards that way.
I'll tell you what, we've got a lot more of these. We're having fun with some of the Golf Digest 10 most annoying habits or things that golfers do. So we'll be back with the third round, and we'll pick up on this list, and we got a lot more to talk about. We'll be back with playing from the tips right after this. That's funny. Round of playing from the tips here at beautiful Harbor Hills Country Club. I'm with head teaching PGA teaching pro Tom Lineberger, and it's our holiday show. We'll be taking a break until after the first of the year, but we got a lot of good things lined up after the first of the year. But we're having some fun with Golf Digest 10 most annoying things that golfers do, and you can relate to all of them. The last one was hitting the ball in the woods and looking for it for maybe 4 or 5 days. It's a little long. We think you may want to cut that down by about 4 or 5 days.
This one is one of the early teachers that I had up in New York, Sam Rosetta, who passed away. He was a pro at Country Club of Rochester. I still remember this one.
Nice course.
And this was unnecessary long pre-shot routine. So he used to tell me, you think long, you think wrong. I remember that as a kid.
That's funny.
And my uncle told me one time, he said, this was his the Irishman again. He told me, he said, are you going to make this putt or miss it? But he said, let's find out. That was his polite way of telling me, hey, you're taking too long.
The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, it's killing me.
It's killing me.
I played
let's
with,
go
I'm
find
not
out.
going to mention his name, but I played with in a foursome a while back, and after a few holes, he made Kevin Na's pre-shot routine look little. I called him Mr. Wiggles.
Furyk and Nah. Yeah. You get up and get over the putt, and then back up 5 feet and look at it again.
I got to the point, and I play fairly. I think I play fairly quick. People tell me I play quick when I regular shots, and I do take too long putting at times. I overanalyze it. Oh. But I first time I played with this person, and there must have been the first 5 holes. I went like, I went like this, tried to walk like 8 times, and he's going to wiggle some more.
Yeah, he's still going to wiggle.
Because he'd wiggle, and then he'd be ready to swing, and you think, well, he's going to swing, so you can move on. But no, he's going to keep wiggling.
But you know what doesn't bother me? It doesn't bother me. What bothers me, if moving from shot to shot, if you got a brisk pace, I can put up with a little deliberate routine or something. But if you meander and
walking's better though. When you're riding in a cart and somebody he waggled 17 times. I counted.
That's too many. 17
waggles.
That is Kevin Nosh.
And I asked him finally. I said, what's he having a seizure? What's the dude? Are you gonna pull the trigger or what? I go, do you do this every time? He goes, well, I haven't played in a while. I'm not comfortable. He says, when I get a little more comfortable, I won't wiggle. I won't waggle so much. I go, it's not good. You wiggle.
No, that's
make up your mind. Pull the trigger.
Well, you got to have consideration for your opponents and your partners. I mean, good grief, they don't want to sit there and watch you go through the death scene from Camille. I mean, good grief.
I'll go with Bert Yancey. When I taught with Bert Yancey, and when he played the tour, Nicholas was obviously at his prime and phenomenal. He's tried to figure out what made Nicholas better than other people, and I don't know if I told you, he did a stopwatch. And he went and followed Nicholas. And he would when he first took his first step, he put a stopwatch. And then when he pulled the club back, he stopped it again. And he stopped it with a wedge and a driver. Stop. And he went around and watched him. And he said that what he found out is Nicholas was in like 1/10 of a second with a wedge to a driver when he took his first step to when he pulled the trigger back.
Wow.
He said he was.
Wow.
So he whatever his beat was, he stayed.
He stayed with it no matter what the shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot to be said. Like if you waggle 10 times, 5 times, 3 times, once you get out of that, there's no rhythm, no flow. As Mark Cromier would say, who was here, the French Canadian, we'll give Mark, there was no flow. There has to be flow in your swing.
But while I'm not one of his biggest fans, John Daly, to his credit, I like watching John Daly
He's
because
fluid.
John Daly, he does, and he doesn't go through it. He says, okay, it's time to putt.
Boom.
Okay, here's my practice drive. He just gets up and bang. Fuzzy Zeller, they all seem like they're moving pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Me.
And this is more of the modern age, this one, because this is a millennium. Taking phone calls in the middle of the round with your playing partners. Now, I've got to the point, you work. I teach golf, play golf, manage golf for a living. And if I'm going to play golf, I leave my phone.
Why do you have why have a phone?
I leave my phone in the office.
What's more important than your round of golf? And
well, if you're going to relax. Don't answer the phone.
Yes, that's my point. Yeah.
So, if you're listening, if you're going to relax, leave the phone in the office, in the car, turn it off, put it on. I can't answer my phone right now because Golf Digest said you're annoying.
But how bad is it, too? I guess you put it on vibrate or
then
something.
It vibrates in the car and starts shaking.
But still, I mean, if
annoying.
I'm over a putt, the last thing I want to hear is somebody's phone go off.
Yeah, you can hear it in the bag. You can hear it in the car.
You can hear the little
plastic.
Yeah, who wants that? I don't. To me, it's inconsiderate.
Yeah, even mine tonight wiggled a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I heard it. I heard it. I mean,
but we should probably put it
throw
on the
me
ground.
off because
Wait a
I'm a
minute,
professional. Here, put it in that poinsettia there so you can find it. But no, that's I think that's interesting. But I don't really call that golf as much as it's just the inconsiderate millennial, because they do that no matter what they're doing, whether they're having dinner with you, playing golf. And it's imperative that they've got to have their phone with them and on so they can check it, And
the age kids have. I mean, look at how young kids have to have a phone now.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
You don't need it.
No, but like I said, I'll let that slide as a golf, but that's more of a human error. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like
annoying.
it.
So that one, we both agree on that one.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to us, leave your phone in your car, in your office.
Please.
It's annoying. Don't do it.
Please.
Constantly making excuses for playing bad. Take a lesson. If you shoot 120 every time, figure out what you're doing wrong. Golf would be, I played behind, and this was in high school. I remember I played behind this lady. She took forever to play the 18th hole. I caught up to her, and the 18th hole, watched her play it. I walked up when she got down. We were right behind her. I asked her, I said, ma'am, I said, how did you score today? Because I was curious. 'Cause I watched her hit it everywhere.
I just wondered.
She hit it forever to get up. There was a par 5 uphill, Lakeshore Golf Club in New York State. You know what she shot for 18 holes? 287. I still remember 287.
You know what? Somebody should be giving her some putts or some.
Yes, I got to give her credit. 287. But I'm thinking, how can that be fun? 287. And if you're shooting a really high score, that's what the PGA play it forward program. Get to a tee. Don't play far back. Play a tee that you can get to the green.
Absolutely.
If it's a par 4, you're supposed to be hit it in 2. If you can't hit it in 2, move up. If you still can't hit it in 2, take a lesson. Get better. We're trying to make you better. That's why we're here. We want you to play better. The PGA of America wants you to become a better player.
Going on what you were talking about, and just an extrapolation of this, and it's the same type of thing, though. I hear excuse. What I don't like to hear is I haven't played for 3 weeks. I mean, if I hear that from one guy, we come up on the first day, and the guy says, as he's teeing the ball up, well, I haven't played since last month I played a little bit. Well, okay. So what do you want me to do for you? But it's like you have to make this proclamation as to, in case this ball doesn't go where it's supposed to, that, well, what do you expect? I haven't practiced. And I thought, well, there is a little driving range there, and you can always go hit a few balls before you start. I've never seen any place where you can't. But I always like the guys that say, I haven't, or this is my new club, and I haven't got the feel for it. I thought you were just talking about just making excuses for that in general, and not just that. I hear that all the time. I've probably done it a few times myself.
Yeah.
That's
well,
true.
everyone does that. This is a classic, too. Giving the wrong advice. I see this all the time. They get a ruling. Oh, you can drop it here. You can. Yeah, it's good. Just do that. And I go.
That's in bounds. Guy's out of bounds by 2 yards.
Okay.
You're okay. Play
You know,
it. Play it out of the guy's yard.
That's why they have the rule book. I mean, it's in the decisions book. So when you're in doubt, and most amateurs don't know the rules.
Oh, there's no question.
You know, out of bounds, you just drop it within 2 club lengths. White stakes, same as the red, same as the yellow. They're all the same. It's a stake, isn't it?
Yeah, stroke and distance.
No,
it doesn't apply. That's
exactly. When in harmony there, it doesn't apply. So, but, you know, just like an example, a red stakes, you get 5 options. The yellow stakes, you got 3 options.
Right.
And the white stakes, you only got one
You got
option.
the one option.
You're
That's
going back.
Go back, but everybody drops it right by the stake and says, I'm hitting my third.
Yeah.
If it was their tee shot. And I said, no, you're hitting your third from back where you
Back
started.
there.
You're giving yourself about a 180-yard break here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to work, but what the heck. You're going to make a 9 on the hole anyhow. I guess I see where they're going with it, so that's okay. But, no, they don't know the rules. You're right. And that should be right at the top of the list. I'm curious. I know you've already done number 1 because I've got a couple on here you haven't come up with yet. I want to hear what else you got on that list.
That's it. That
All
was
right.
number 10. So what are your most annoying
To me,
things?
it is the idea that if you're trying to make a putt and you hit it 3 feet by, the guys just walk up and to me, you put the ball in the hole. If you just missed a 4-footer, what makes you think you're going to make that 3-foot? I just said
we had that with our men's group. We just said the same thing. We announced to them that the rules of golf is you got to putt everything out, because what happens is if you get 40 guys playing, 6 foursomes are putting it out and the other 4 aren't. Well, they're
That's
not
right.
playing the same rules.
That's
and that was
right.
the argument with the guys that are putting it out. Hey, you got to putt it out.
But they'll argue, it slows it down if you have to remark. I say don't mark it. Just if you miss a 4-footer and you hit 3 feet past, say I'll finish.
You'll finish.
go line it up and try and make it. But
Right.
I guess if you're a foot, I guess if you're an inch away, I guess I can sort of accept
It's just a bad habit.
It's just a really bad. It's an
a bad
awful
habit.
habit to get into.
The other one I think is annoying is, and I've done enough for you go out and you ranger, and our guys have rangered, and you go up to somebody and you go, are you holding anybody up? And they go, no, I haven't seen anybody ahead of us all day. I go, yeah. I go, look behind you. There's 3 foursomes sitting in the fairway. There's one on the tee, one on the fairway.
Sitting there playing games on the cart, bouncing balls off the cart and seeing if they can catch it.
We're not holding anybody. I can't see anybody. If you can't see the group ahead of you, then you're a hole behind. You need to pick it up. So.
Well, I'll tell you,
play.
I love it. Well, I'll tell you what. Those are the 10 most annoying things, and I agree with almost all of them. Everybody can relate. If you play golf, you can relate to every one of those. I really like that one, the one over the hazard, because everybody goes up and drops it right at the green. I said, nah, I don't think so.
No.
But just the food for thought. I'll tell you what. We're done with the 3rd round here, so we'll be back to talk about what's going on the tour and what else is going on with golf. We'll be back with the 4th round of Playing from the Tips right after this. I love that. That was
Good. I saw that and I said, you could talk a ramble on this one.
Sure. We're back with the 4th and final round here at Playing from the Tips here at beautiful Harbor Hills Country Club. I'm here with Tom Lineberger, the head PGA teaching pro here at Harbor Hills, and just going to talk about some of the things going on in the tour. And you were talking about Buddy.
Buddy was here today, came out and played today, and we're going to actually do a golf school at Harbor Hills December 10th and the 11th. Saturday and Sunday, it'll be a one-day school, instruction in the morning, and then we're going to do lunch.
And I'll bet you'll laugh.
Yep,
I bet you'll have some laughs
sure.
while
Buddy
you're
is
doing
a
it.
funny guy.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do an 18-hole playing lesson in the afternoon. So it'll be a whole day. You'll get here at 9, probably get out at 6.
Oh.
So we're going to charge $175 for the day. Includes the lunch, includes the golf.
Come on,
it's a good time.
That's a bargain. That's
so
fantastic.
This is Buddy's book, Golf: An Easy Game Made Hard by People. So this is,
I like it.
He's got some of his philosophies, you want to call it that. A lot of them, which is the alignment is the railroad track. He believes in that one. The outside track is this is one that all high handicappers have trouble with. So if I take this and set it up here, and this is the target line. The club face aims at the target, but if this is your body always aims parallel left to the target. But if you look at all high handicappers, they go like this, and they aim their body at the target, and then they're going to aim it to the right.
Yeah.
And then they come over the top of it and hit a big cut, because your mind is always smarter than your body. So if you're aimed to the right, your mind doesn't care. It goes, hey, I'm going to figure out a way to hit it at the target. So that it's going to compensate on that.
Well, that sounds like a fantastic day. That's Buddy Shelton, and if you get a chance, you can go on www.playingfromthetips.com. You can see some of our old shows, and Buddy was on, I think, twice, right?
Yeah.
So,
Buddy's been on twice.
you want to laugh and learn something about golf. Buddy will have you in stitches and make some very, very good points. And he's got that, and I'm sorry, it's called what's his putter called?
The Redeemer.
Redeemer. I'm the forgiver. But I just thought that had the great feel to it. It eliminates the skip when you first putt the ball. Really, really does a wonderful job.
He's got the book is interesting. Buddy does try to keep it very simple, which I think is really interesting. The mental side, he says, which is all golfers can use this: total faith, total commitment, and visualize. If you look at when you're putting well, you can see the line, see the ball
Sure.
in the hole. But the tour players, they see the shot, or the low handicappers that they want to hit, then they execute.
That's
that
called
shot.
visualizing the shot. That's right. Yeah, sure.
So that the higher handicap isn't visual, and you have to commit to the shot, whatever the yardage is. I know that when I shoot a yardage, if it's 158, 142, that's mentally what I'm saying. All right, I want to fly the ball 142 in the air. Mm-hmm. So it's like a computer. I just tell my mind, all right, 142, that's the distance that we want to hit it. But if you don't mentally say that in your head, how does your body know how far to hit it?
You're right.
Hit it at 160, you hit it at 120. So you have to figure that one out. Self-diagnosis, which I think is pretty good. Watch the ball flight, he says. The ball starts left, the club came from the outside, vice versa if the ball starts to the right. So if you're fading the ball, the club's coming across it.
Mm-hmm. I usually, and looking at the divot, I take divots a lot, and unfortunately, some of my divots are very telltale as to what I'm doing wrong.
So if you're hitting behind the ball, there's no weight shift. It also causes topping. So if you're hitting behind it, but there's a drill we talked about a few shows back that Jordan Spieth does, that if you take turf paint and you paint a line on the ground and then hit balls, is put them on the line. And then hit balls, all your divots should be at that line in the front. So It gives you instant feedback.
Yeah.
It's a cheap teaching aid, but
a good
one.
Yeah, it's a great
So
one.
this, if you can, and it works in your schedule, great Christmas gift. Come out for the day. So we'll do on-course instruction. We'll work on putting, chipping, full swing. We'll visualize, work on your techniques, your pre-shot routine.
And what's the day? What's the day again?
December the 10th.
Wow, okay, coming right up.
Yeah, in about 10 days or so.
And it's treat yourself. It's a bargain, and you're going to laugh and you're going to learn.
Yeah, Buddy's a stand-up comedian too, so he's like the Seinfeld a little bit. Yeah, you're going to get the book when you come to the class. And we don't have them in the shop right now. It's part of the school. You come to the school,
okay.
Buddy's giving them out when you go to the school.
All right.
And then we have the King coming back, the modern King, Tiger making his debut.
Yeah, and that's something I guess I was more excited about it last year than I am now, because now I'm wrapped up with all the great young golfers that are playing. But let's get back to Tiger. He dominated the game for 10 to 15 years, and then he went away. And, he went away.
He shot 70 today.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm. Shot 200 today in the Pro-Am. So that's he said it looked promising. He said that was he felt better about, the last few events he didn't finish. He was hurt, quit after 36 holes.
He hit some shots that I've never seen him hit. And the last time he was playing, he was either in pain or his swing was bad, but he was not the Tiger Woods you expect to see. 70's not bad.
No,
so
heading in the right direction. He had, which I thought was interesting, we had Jason Williams from Bridgestone on the show.
Yes.
A few months back. He's playing the Bridgestone ball.
Great.
So that was a kudos to Bridgestone.
Yeah, how about that?
He said that the ball is the key right now from trying to get the right ball, that he wants to get the right mix, ball and club. And I guess he's playing the new TaylorMade driver. So he's part TaylorMade, part Bridgestone, and he's staying with the Nike irons. He hasn't got away from the Nike irons.
Even though they've kind of dropped him, right? Nike dropped him.
Nike dropped him. Nike
but he's
got
still
out
playing
of the golf
well.
business. So,
Well,
as far as
they'll
equipment
sign him back up if he does well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. But like I said, I'm sure you got. I think he's good for the sport in the sense that there's going to be people watching, people rooting for him, and some people rooting against him, just because he's made some personally some bad decisions in his life. But by the same token, he's now at the point where he's not the kid. Everybody thought of Tiger Woods as being the young Tiger.
But if
he ain't the young Tiger anymore.
Even if he could get in contention now and then, you'd have Spieth and Day and Dustin Johnson. Now to put Tiger in the mix,
it'll double the excitement. There's no question about it.
And Bridgestone, if he starts to play well look at that company now. Here's a company that's been banging. You got Titleist #1 ball in golf. You got Srixon that Furyk shoots 58, 59 with the Srixon equipment. And then you got Bridgestone trying to be, fit. Ball fitting is their specialty, and now Tiger says, I'm going to play their golf ball. And they've got good equipment. It's pretty good too. I mean, obviously they've got Kuchar. Matt Kuchar is a Bridgestone guy.
Oh, is he?
Pretty steady.
Well, that's impressive. But what I think is going to happen, and I think it's good, is I know Tiger. There were some tournaments that I think he just always skipped, and I think he's probably going to throw his feet in and play a few more.
Stay healthy.
And it'll be great for the tournaments because these are tournaments that when he was he was #1, he was skipping, but now he's probably going to have to go play in Grand Blanc, Michigan, or something. I mean, he may have to play in a few of these.
The BC Open up in New York.
Yeah, the Endicott, New York. That's exactly right. But all of a sudden, Tiger might, all of a sudden go to Westchester and play in the Westchester. I don't think he played in the Westchester tournament. But I mean, that'll be great because
be good for his image.
Well, you want to.
I think that would be. I mean, that would be.
It'll be fantastic for his image. Here's a chance for him to, and I hope somebody talked to him about this. Here's a chance for him to really, really do a good job with his public relations because it's been a nightmare for him, and he's going to have to reach out to some people, and if he does it and does it with humility, and I think people are going to rally around him again. But if he starts, not being the guy he needs to be, and he does need to, really watch himself now. He can't be swearing. He can't be cursing. He's got to be playing.
His club on the ground. I mean,
he's just a competitor. That's nothing. That's just he has such high expectations. He's going to be disappointed in himself. But he knows there's TV cameras.
But the youth follow that.
Well, you're right. I
mean, it's tough. It's like if you're a role model, that's part of being the role model. You've got to. I mean, if you see Tiger slam it on when he hits a bad shot on 16T, and then they're playing in a high school match.
Oh yeah, you don't want
a college match, and they're going to slam their club down.
Well, their parents will probably tell them. But speaking of that, how about Rory McIlroy? Remember when he chucked his in the lane? I said that there's so much for a lesson to the kids.
Yeah. I think they all lose it at times.
Well, sure, you have to. I mean, if you're a competitor, you get disappointed. I remember I played with a guy who threw clubs all the time, and he threw one, and I said, "Why do you do that?" He said, "I don't know why I do it, but I'll tell you this: never throw it behind you." He said, "Always throw it ahead." He said, "You don't want to walk backwards and get it. That's just too much walking."
I tell you, everybody learns a lesson in life. I was playing a high school match, par 5. I still remember walking top of 3-wood, high school match. You can't throw your club. High school, you get disqualified. Yeah. So I took the club and I got it over my head, walking down the fairway with my bag. I got it over my head, and I'm hot now. So I sit there, and I got it here. I snapped the shaft in half. Comes down and cuts me all the way.
Oh, my God.
So now I broke my 3-wood. I'm aggravated, and I got blood running down my face. So ever since then, I'm like, oh, be careful. So
you have to learn your lessons.
You got to learn. You're young. I like fire. I like the feistiness, but you got to control it. The other thing is you look at the really good players. You got to maintain that. You get too emotional. You can hit it too far. It's the other way. You can, so you got to try to control that adrenaline.
You don't
find a balance on there. Tiger gets when he was pumped up throwing, doing the fist pump when he got it going. I think that's good.
That's really
you
good.
look at McElroy and
They all like that.
the
Remember,
Ryder Cup.
he was
McElroy was
he
like,
was
"Hey, come
telling,
on."
come on, bring
Right.
on the jeers. That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
And Reed knocks it in on top of him.
Yeah. So they're all that
pretty
way.
good.
But I'll tell you what, I'm
What do you say?
excited because you've got your stars, you've got your Day and your McElroy and Spieth, obviously, and even somebody like Reed and Dustin Johnson. But now you're throwing another name like Tiger, and it's just
I hope he has a decent week. That'd be nice to see him, get in the top 10, be where he's got a chance to shoot some really solid rounds.
We're rooting for him. I'll tell you what, we are out of time. We are out of time for the last show we're going to do before January 1st. So I'll let Tom say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas from me, Bob Wiltman, and from Greg Malinzuk, our producer. And we'll be back after January 1st with another edition of Playing from the Tips. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Hard work. The tip jar. Wait. Get the tip jar out. No, thank you, Tom. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I'm glad that list was great. That's worth.